So fun facts, Gambia, or the Gambia, is the smallest country in mainland Africa. It's called the Smiling Coast because it's on the coast. Beautiful beaches, happy people. Food is a big part of the culture. It's a lot of curries served over rice. Damada is like one of my favorite dishes. I'm planning to go this year. For one reason or another, it's always been either like a political situation or not being in the right time. So God willing, I'll be able to go in December. I was 6 when we came over. Yeah, it was a culture shock because I think it was February and we moved to Minnesota. So Minnesota in February is like cold, just seeing snow and the different weather was crazy. And then just adjusting to life in America was a big adjustment, but it was good. It was a good transition for sure. Growing up in the household, mainly speaking the native language, which is Wolof. So I was been able to like still be able to speak that. Not like at a super good level as if I was raised in Gambia, but good enough to still have, you know, a fluent conversation with people. And it being primarily like a Muslim country, that is a big part of the culture as well. So that's been embedded in me. And we still have like Gambian parties when I go home, like celebrations and things like that. So it's still very much part of who I am.
Great was it getting the call and getting called up for your debut last year?
I had been in talks with the coach, I think in 2021, and I was in Portland at the time. I unfortunately tore my Achilles, so it didn't happen during that time, and I was out for a year. I think I was in London at the time, and then I got a text from the manager saying, hey, where are you flying out of for the game? I was like, oh, I didn't know I was gonna be called in. And he's like, yeah, you're confirmed. So I told my parents, and it was a very like proud moment. Obviously, being a kid from Gambia and then getting to represent the national team, it's very few players are able to represent their country. So yeah, it was an honor, and they were very happy and proud to hear that happened.
And then fast forward to this year, you're healthy, you're back playing regularly, and you get the call again to go join the team for a pretty impactful, pretty important match. Just walk me through that, going back this time around.
Yeah, this time was a blessing as well because you never share of the final squad. So I had been part of the preliminary, I think 30-man roster. Didn't get the call up last time, so I wasn't sure if I would be able to make the roster this time. And then the coach was checking in on how I was doing, and he knew I had just signed with a new club and was playing more regularly. And so he was like, yeah, I want you in the squad. And so, yeah, it was just a blessing to know it was a very important last qualifying game for us. And for us to have actually qualified was like an amazing experience. It was amazing because we're down at halftime, and so everyone was kind of just a little bit down, but we all knew that we'd be able to have opportunities to come back.
Beautifully dispatched, they're running onto the pitch like it's the 90th minute, but Congo think they're there.
And just the manner in which it happened, like scoring a goal in the 80th minute and tying it up in like the 90-plus minute. Yeah, it was incredible for everyone, for the whole country to be able to qualify for the second time in our history.
Still lifted into the area, it's not too bad area, and there is the equaliser. And it's the Gambia now.
And they're able to sting Congo. They finished second in the group, and we'll move on to the great tournament known as the African Cup of Nations.
What kind of a boost does that give you, being able to go, one, just to put on the shirt and represent your country, but also to have that kind of a success and then come back?
Yeah, it's just kind of like an extra like battery in my back personally, just to be like, oh, I just had this amazing experience, can come back and, you know, take that with me and then just give a boost to just my performances and the rest of the team and help us finish strong.
And it's 3 for the visitors. San Antonio on a tear here at the Lab tonight. 3-0, 40 minutes in.
To young, aspiring Gambian players, I would just say keep on the path, just staying focused in your task of what you need to do at the moment. If you're playing academy, just staying focused every day and training and knowing that all you need to focus on is getting better every day and taking the task every day, and then you'll never know where that'll end up for you. Like you could end up playing, you know, obviously for the national team, end up playing for big teams in Europe, like we've seen some of my teammates on the national team, and being able to just maximize your potential, and then you'll never know how far your potential will take you.